Buenas tardes. Estoy estudiando español. Right? Stronger together. I mean, so many of us are up here talking in English and stuff, and we got so many Spanish-speaking folks outside. I might as well try. Right? Yeah. How many of you remember your childhood? Chances are there were good times, and there were also some not so good times in our childhood. How many of you have had pivotal moments in your life? Right? It could have been traumatic. It could have just been some earth-shattering moments, moments of disappointment, moments where we pivoted and took a different turn. And as we go through life, these moments define what happens next. Fast forward a little bit, you're here. But as a child, you were vulnerable. You were leaning on someone else for help. You asked for help. Let's just stay right there for a moment. It wasn't out of you to ask for help. It wasn't out of you to say, I need someone, I need something. But there was something that happened in our life that got us to the point where we thought that we had to do it alone. We felt as though now we have to perform alone. But who told you that lie? What was it? Who was it that made you feel that you had to go through life alone? I say it's a lie. I don't know how you feel about it. I'm tired of performing. I'm tired of waking up having to figure it out on my own. Well, when you look around this room, you see an ecosystem where people are doing things together. You look outside on the wall, it says, stronger together. Yeah? When are we going to believe it? And after we've heard all of this jargon over the past 2 days, when are we going to actually do it? It's a lot of information, a lot of good information, right? But when we go back home to our own ecosystem, what are we going to do then? Are we just going to come off that high and then let things kind of dwindle back down, and then we're waking up in the mornings trying to solve problems on our own? Again, I ask you the question, who told you that lie? Because that's what it is to me. We have an opportunity right now to do some pretty cool things together. And it's going to take some work. It's going to take some personal work on our part, when we go home to drop our ego and ask for help. It's kind of easy to do it here because everybody's in that kind of zone. Everybody's in that vibe. But again, when you go home, what's it going to be like? What are you going to do? What kind of connections are you making right now? Whose phone number are you taking right now to ensure that you have that conversation next week? Don't let this whole time go to waste, right? Before we get out of here, I want you guys to really exchange numbers, not just the Facebook friend request. I'm talking about phone numbers. Get on the phone, call somebody and say, hey, it was difficult for me, talking to you very transparently, it was difficult for me to speak to Don Trump yesterday. Even as we're talking, he's sharing stuff with me. It was like, how do you tell him, you really need help on this one? I want to learn from you. And while I'm talking to him, I'm fighting this head trash in my mind, and I'm like, come on, just ask for help, dude. Just help. Trouble, I need help. Right? I know you're going to go through that same experience. And it's okay to ask for help. Many years ago as a kid, as I was growing up, something happened. I had a traumatic experience. And when I wanted to reach out to my mother and tell her about it, she was in another frame of mind where she just didn't answer the question the way that I needed her to answer it at that moment. And right then and there, I had a pivotal moment. And from there, I started to keep things to myself. And I started to solve problems on my own. And I started to think, like, if anyone's going to do it, it has to be me. Fast forward. I'm 12 years old. My mother wants to throw me a birthday party. I tell her I don't want to show up. She still throws it. And I don't show up. What's going on there? I'm 12 years old. Fast forward. I'm now married. My wife wants to throw me a birthday party. Josie, it's okay, man. I'm good. I'm good. My wife wants to cook dinner for me. I'll grab a sandwich. I'm good. All of these things that people want to do for me, I am rejecting them. Because I figured I have to do it on my own. But where did that come from? I was just a kid, all vulnerable, asking for help, leaning on somebody, and just like that, I changed. And that has been with me throughout my life. Until I found out that there's reasons why I don't want to be vulnerable. There's reasons why I don't want to ask for help. There's reasons why I want to do things on my own. And I'm living with this while growing a business. Now when we need help, Gerren doesn't want to ask for help. He's picking up books and reading on his own. He's going to seminars and learning on his own. When he has hundreds of people that he can just say, yeah. Are you with me? So what you're learning here today is going to meet you. And in order for it to pass through you, there's some work that you're going to have to do personally. That's the long and short of it. You see, the platforms that you have aren't for you to give glory to and say, this is my job. This is my business. This is my platform, my moment, it's to flow through you. You are to be used through your platform, through your position, through your title, through this moment, through this season. It's for something greater to be used through you. Not for you to just sit down and just relish in the fact that you have a business. Yeah, I mean, okay, fine. I give glory to you. Okay, you got your business. You're self-made. Are you really though? Are you really though? And if you post it online, self-made this, self-made that, people are going to look up to you for a moment, and then, because God forbid if you die, that platform is going to go. The title is going to go. The moment's going to go. The season's going to go. It's all going to go, and then what do you have? Look outside on the wall, it says what? Stronger together. That's something that's lasting. That's something that can go on and on. Ron, you talked about it, right? In your video, you talked about a legacy. That can go on and on and on. But if you just relish in the fact that you got your own business and you're making your millions of dollars or not, and people are looking at you and smiling, giving you praise and clapping, okay, and then what? There's so much more that we can do together. I don't want to have to wake up in the morning and solve the problem on my own anymore. You guys have built an ecosystem where I now know that I can call somebody who's in my market or not and say, I need help. And if when you go home, you don't have that there, you know where you can find it? Cleaning the cocktails, right? You can look around the room and see the people that you can depend on. And then you can take this ecosystem that was built here, take it back home and start building one of your own. Now that's your responsibility. They've done the hard work. They brought us here. You've invested. Now it's for you to take that home and build it. I've already picked up Dontrell's number ones, number we have decided we're going to meet next week. Right? We're an hour apart from each other. I've humbly told Dontrell, even on the job that he was saying, yo, Gerren, you could do this. I'm like, hey, listen, I don't want to compete with you. I don't want to compete with you. Like, how can we do it so that we both win? He's like, Gerren, you're not even going to compete with me. If you get it, we can still do it together. I make some money, you make some money. Sounds good to me. Because it would have been a job that I would have turned away because I didn't feel confident enough to go and get it. He gives me confidence. That's what we're building here. It's important for us to take this home and build something bigger. It's powerful what we have here, man. Look around the room, see somebody. I see my man from Maryland, right? Bald head goat. We got the beard, we got the same kind of look going on, right? He's from Maryland. I used to live in Maryland. I pointed him out like I knew he was a Maryland guy. He just looked, you know? But I'm proud of him for what he's doing, and his worker, Jesus, we just picked up on April 11th. Jesus' hair, just a couple months in, he's developing Jesus. And even while I was talking to him, and he was talking, giving praise to his boss and telling me all the great things that he's done, I said, I want you to think about what's going on in you, what's happening to you, what's happening through you. Yeah, I know, he's a good guy. Yeah, he's giving you a great opportunity. But what about when you were without a job? What happened then? When you were worried, and all of a sudden an opportunity arose. This brother picked you up and invested in you coming out here to this event. What can he do with that? He can take it home. Not just home to Maryland or Baltimore or DC or wherever they are. He can take it to his home and begin to build something powerful out of it. Listen, man, it's a lie. The lie is you have to do it alone. It's a lie. You have plenty of people around here who are willing to help you in any way, shape, or form. The day before I came here, before I flew up here, I was working on 4 proposals. It was a short day because there was so much I had to do. And I still wanted to spend time with the family before I left. This lady calls me, and she says, hi. Can't remember her name right now. But she says, I'm a friend of Nick. And Nick is the guy who has a mobile business where he comes and he'll do your mobile COVID tests and so forth, right? I know him for a couple of years. And I said, okay. I said, what can I do for you? She's just like, I've been in the cleaning industry. I've spent so much money with people who said that they will help me, but every time I call them, they're only talking to me about opening up my LLC, do my website, get my business cards, like all the things that I already know. Like, I want to know more. I close my computer. I'm like, how do you think I can help? Like, why me? She says, well, he told me that, like, you're in the business and you look at things differently. Like, can you just talk to me? And I said, okay, let's talk. I said, I'll give you 7 minutes of my time. 23 minutes later, she says, I have learned so much more from you within this 23 minutes than I've learned from all the people that I've spent my money with. And I've spent a lot of money with people, Gerren. I said, man, I don't even know your names, but I'm talking to you because you're a friend of Nick. 45 minutes later, we're still talking. And I said to her, and she's like, I would love to have a coach or a mentor or somebody. I said, hold on. I said, have you learned anything from what I've shared with you? She said, yes. I said, what I'd like you to do is go out and try it. Just go try it. Check it out, see if it works. If it works, you'll know me by my fruit. If it doesn't, then you'll know me by my fruit. I said, I'm gonna send you a book while I'm going to Chicago to clean in the cocktails. If you called me a week before, I would have told you about it, but it's sold out. I said, I'll send you a book. I'll send you a book, and then when I get back, I want you to just talk to me about whatever it is I shared with you, how it helped. I don't want anything from that person, man. That's just somebody in need. And I'm reminded of when I called you, Dom, right? Randomly I'll call this guy or shoot him a text like, Dom, yo, I got a problem. Like, please, he's just like, Gerren, I can help you at 6:30 at night. Sometimes it's like, Gerren, I can help you at 8:30 at night. And this brother will stay on the phone with me for over an hour, helping to explain this whole process to me so that I can win, not asking for anything. So all I can do is reflect to the world what this brother has done for me. Are you with me? So I'm here. Of goodwill. That's what it is, man. Helping your fellow man get to shore. Helping your fellow man get to shore. It doesn't matter where we are. Listen, if I want to do some, or speaking to you again, Donjo, right? It's been powerful talking to this brother. He's doing work in all these parts of the world. Not the world, the nation. He lives in Tampa. And I'm asking him the question, like, how do you build the confidence to go out and get that? How do you learn what that market looks like to determine what to build? And then to have the confidence and the fortitude to believe you can deliver. And he's sharing with me. And it's a model that you guys are doing also. And it's like, okay, you mean I can do this? Right? And it's through his confidence. I'm leveraging his confidence that I can do. And it's my belief that he'll get my back if I win that contract. I don't know for sure, but I believe that he has my back if I win that contract. And it's because of the people in this room. So again, if you don't have people where you live sharing and collaborating with you, like, refer back to this room. It happens. It's real. It can happen for you. You can build from here and live out your dream. I want you to remember that, keep that, hold that, believe it, embrace it, digest it. It's all yours. We are stronger together. Cleaning and Cocktail has proven that. You can build your cleaning and cocktails wherever you live. Because we are stronger together. So take all the information that you've learned this week or over the past 2 days, start making the phone calls, and start applying it to your today. So that when we call on you next week, maybe we should have a database where we kind of share each other's numbers and stuff. Again, I love you guys friending me on Facebook, but I want your number for real, right? Okay? It's beautiful, right? Well, maybe we have that where we can now have an ecosystem where we just do solid business together and see what we come up with. I saw how Ricky and the team here has been doing work with GDI. I may have looked at that and said, they would never want to work with me. But because they're working with you, I'm going to leverage the belief that they will be willing to work with somebody like me, and you, wherever you are. So I encourage you, over and over again, I encourage you to believe deep within your soul that we are stronger together, and we will make a difference. Now let's go have some lunch.